element around with the nervous from a cozy and beautiful broadcast box.
How's it going, boys? Johnny Superbman back here with you this time to try and teach you how to play with your computers. So for all you 2v2 and 3v3 club players, listen up. This video is for you. Okay, so first let's cover calling for it. Now, calling for the puck from the computer, I think, hurts you a lot more than it helps you, okay? Because there's no consistency to it. It doesn't work 100% in any situation, alright? For example, look right here. I'm the center. I'm right ahead of the puck carrier. I'm about 5 feet away from him. I call it, he misses me. Interception, and now our goalie has to make 3 saves to keep the puck out of our net. Now, this is why it's frustrating. Watch this play right here. Their computer has the puck on the left side, and now their human is going to call for it. He's behind the computer, and I'm covering him perfectly, but he's going to call for it, and it's a tape-to-tape pass, okay? You saw the pass where I was ahead of the computer, where he could see me, and he missed me, but they can call for it from behind and still get it. Now, watch this, the same play. I'm ahead of the computer. A pass off the boards or even a pass straight to me would work. I call for it, he goes across the ice to the other defender, who now messes it up. Look, turnover. Okay, horrible passing, but they do get it back, and now look, I'm ahead of the computer once again. He can see me. I call for it, and what do you think happens? Misses me once again. So they can call for it when they're behind the computer and get a tape-to-tape pass, but I call for it twice ahead of the guy and nothing, and our goalie has to make a save because of it. So there really is no perfect way to call for the puck. He's going to miss every now and then everywhere you are. But the most consistent one for me is if a winger computer has the puck and you trail up behind him, and after you cross the blue line, then you call for it. If you're open, most of the time, and I stress that word most of the time, he will hit you, okay? But when he does miss you, and he will miss you eventually, it's going to hurt you a lot. It's the definition of a neutral zone turnover, okay? Watch here. I call for it. He misses me. They grab it, and off to the races. We're all caught in deep. Here's another thing you got to watch out for when playing with computers. Board play. Whenever they pick up the puck in your own zone and they're near the boards with pressure, they're going to board play themselves, okay? And it's very dangerous because when the other team gets it and comes off the boards, the middle is going to be wide open, okay? So you got to know what to do. If you have time to get to the player who's board played and there's no one in the slot, get in there, start poking, and fish that puck out of there, okay? See how Domsky's still in the slot? He's covering the slot. That's why I went to the puck there, okay? But watch this play right here. If you know that you won't get there in time, the other players are forechecking harder than you, stop up in the slot. You have to make sure that when they get it, they can't get across crease or they can't go across your goalie, okay? So make sure all they can do is go short side. And if you got a good goalie, he should be able to save it. So when you're on the rush, you want to always try and take the puck into the zone yourself because the computers, they're going to mess it up. But if you have to let them take it in, what I like to do is I like to tell them to shoot it because chances are they're going to lose the puck or get body checked. So see that? The computer's going to get body checked. I tell them to shoot it, and you never know. I could pick up the rebound, and even if we do lose it, the puck is 200 feet away from our own zone. So if you have to give it to your computer and he's going up, after you hit the blue line, tell him to shoot it, okay? Watch that. I told him to shoot it. He missed the net. I followed the puck up. Now look, your computers are at their best when they're in deep. They're horrible on the rush, they're horrible when you're in your own zone, but when you have them in deep, that's when they're playing their best, so get that puck in there. Now once you have the puck in deep, you have to realize something. Every time you get the puck back to the point and it's a computer on the point, 99% of the time he's just going to shoot it, okay? This is never going to change. For the next year, the computer defensemen are always going to be shooting it. So you need to learn what to do. If you see the computer defenseman get it, try to get to the puck lane and try to get a deflection or a rebound, okay? He's always going to shoot it, so you have to be the one who adapts. In some cases, the fact that they shoot it all the time does help, but in other cases, it's just a waste. Look at this play right here. The point guy has the puck, and look at the options. We have a winger down low who's wide open, and Domsky on his one-timer shot, ready to go. What does the computer do? Just takes a slap shot at waist level, gets blocked, they have the puck 3-on-2. A complete waste, okay? So get used to it, boys. In my opinion, I suggest finding a full team, or at least a team with 4 players. Because you're going to be pulling your hair out playing with these computers. I mean, look at that play right there. Just misses the puck for no reason. Alright? It shouldn't happen like that. Look here. The computer has it. Domsky's wide open. He did not even call for that puck. And the computer just misses him. I mean, the level of stupidity in these computers. Watch this play right here. I dump it into the left side, the left winger. He's all over it. Right, boys? Oh my god, he's going to track that puck down. Oh, wait. He's going to say hi to his mom behind the glass. Oh, you guys are going to hate yourselves playing with the computer, so find a full team. Now, I do realize not everyone can find a full team, and there's always going to be 2v2 and 3v3 clubs in NHL 12, so here's a few offensive options that you can use. First of all, keep the puck wide, okay? Your computers are at their best when they're in the zone, so get everyone into the zone. And you see what I did there? If you keep the puck wide, go down the boards, get to the goal line, hold the pass down, and fire a lead pass around the boards, you'll always hit your point guy. If you're playing 2v2 or 3v3s, that means you're playing against computers. And I'm telling you, this is always open, 99% of the time, okay? It's always open. Go around the net and get your team into the zone. They're horrible on the rush. They're horrible in your own zone. But if you can get the computers into their zone and play like a computer, that's when you can really be effective with them, okay? And I can't stress that enough. You got to play like a computer. Don't call for the puck, okay? Get open for them. Let them do their thing. You never know what they can do, all right? Human goalies, they'll start following you. Human defensemen, they'll start following you. And if they give the computers enough space, they can do stuff with it, all right? And pass the puck to the computers. If you're playing against human goalies, if the computer has the puck and there's a little bit of the net open, he'll fire it there and he'll score. I'm telling you. Don't call for the puck as well, okay? The computers, they are accurate with their passes sometimes, so just get open for them and cycle it with them. Look here, I'm just staying open. Now I call for it while going to the net, okay? So get the puck in deep and start the cycle. That's when they're at their best, all right? Watch the play one last time. Domsky with a nice little breakout, up to me on the boards, going wide, staying wide, around the net, okay? The defenseman doesn't shoot it, back into me low, right at the net, goal is scored, okay? Keep the puck wide, play like a computer, and try to find a full team because these guys are absolutely horrible. Alright boys, so for Johnny Superbman and the great Domsky, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to play with the computers. It's hard, but it can be done. Take it easy boys, and we'll see you next time.